Hello and welcome. My name is Aaron. Today I'm watching the music video for Giggle Wiggle by ALTERS, which is a new Thai co-ed group, and that's all I know about the group. And the reason why I'm checking them out is because I saw their debut announcement randomly pop up on Twitter, and I saw that one of the members has a German stage name, so of course I'm intrigued. Her stage name is Schnee, which means snow in German, with an accent on the last E though, that's not in German. Anyway, the point is, I was intrigued, so I kinda had to check them out, and that's literally all I know. So I'm going in completely blind. I haven't even heard the song yet. The only thing I'm thinking of with the title of the song, which is Giggle Wiggle, it reminds me of two separate things. Wiggle Wiggle by Raun, which is a great song, and the Star Kid musical Black Friday. And I feel like it won't have anything to do with either of those two things, but we'll see. I could, just from like the thumbnail and just from this first frame, I'm getting a little bit of like dystopia, so maybe we get aliens. Maybe. We don't know. I'm just speculating. Regardless, that's all I have for the start, so we'll just go in, we'll give them a chance because this is the debut and I like to find new groups and new music. And I haven't actually checked out Thai groups consciously before. I'm sure I've heard something, but I can't tell you anything specifically. Also, we don't have subtitles. The automatic subtitles are English, so maybe the song will be mostly in English. We'll see. But that's all I have for now. So let's just check them out and see what I think of them. The broken phone is already great. Oh. Oh, okay, OBS is a little bit dying, it's fine. This is so interesting. I talked about this a little bit recently, I don't remember in which video, but distinct, strong voices I personally find very important in groups, because if you have one person that has a very clear, distinct voice, it can help a group a lot, because it makes all of the songs distinct and recognizable. I remember I talked about this recently, I think in a few different videos, because there have been groups recently that I got into that have very distinct voices in them that made it easy for me to get into them further. And then there have been other groups where you don't really have a very distinct voice in any direction. And that can be good. I personally find that it causes me to not be as interested in the group. So the first three I think we've heard here now, they all sound distinctly interesting. And having them all together is really good. This is the type of song I would listen to just from this short snippet, but obviously I have to hear the entire thing. The editing is very simple, but the way they film things makes the editing look really interesting. Also, just from this frame, the colors. We obviously aren't that far in, but the colors in this music video are already really interesting. And it does kind of like, just from the color palette, it's giving dystopia. So let's see. I wonder if we get anything that's like a bit more, in quotations, modern from like Set's color palette, or if we stay in this like very rough dystopia aesthetic. That's at least my understanding of it, but let's see. More distinct voices! I know I just paused right into the chorus. I don't know why I was so surprised by having both of them sing the line. I feel like we just don't hear that a lot. I think it's because we don't have a lot of co-ed groups in the K-pop space and in the K-pop adjacent space. I would count them now as K-pop adjacent in a way. I already find this group very interesting, but let's go back a little bit and get the full chorus. The wiggle sound? They have a great balance of voice tones. Just from the few, I don't know if everyone has sung up to this point, but just the way, at least from the four girls, we have two with deeper voices and two with higher voices, which already gives us a lot of depth in the song itself. And the chorus is structured so interestingly. The way they use outside sounds is really nice. Actually, it reminds me, I'm just gonna mention it, it reminds me of the debut mini album of Kickflip, because they had a lot of like experimental sounds on the songs on that mini album. And the chorus at the very least reminds me of that a little bit. So this is very interesting. Let's keep going. Actually, I have to talk about it. So this, more or less, is the thumbnail of the music video, and I was really surprised by seeing this, because usually with bigger groups, and with bigger I mean like more than 5 members, it's really hard to get all the members on the thumbnail and have the thumbnail look good. So I'm actually really impressed with this shot, because it's very simple. For a second, I thought they might have edited in 6 of the members into just this picture for the thumbnail. The fact that it's an actual shot they took is really interesting and shows a lot of purpose in the way they filmed the music video, even if they weren't sure what the thumbnail would be by the time they were filming. It's really rare to have bigger groups, again more than 5 members, that actually manage to get all the members on the thumbnail in a way that makes sense. I do think for the debut this is fine. You can see all the members, that's okay. I think if they were already established, this wouldn't be a good idea. Simply because you can't fully see everyone's faces. I'm sure if they would have been around for a while and their fans would know who is who. But I still always think that thumbnails should be pretty clear and easy to see to intrigue people who don't know the group to watch the thumbnail. Because people who know the group will watch either way, and people who don't should be interested in checking them out. That's my approach to the thumbnails. That's why I comment a lot on them. So let's keep going. Oh, that's pretty. Their voices are so good. How are their voices so good? I think I feel like my quality settings are doing a slight disservice to the music video, because I have to record my reactions while watching the music video in 480p, and they have purposefully low quality shots, which obviously don't look like that much difference at the quality that I'm watching. So that's a little unfortunate thing. I might have to rewatch it on a higher setting just for myself. But this is an incredibly interesting approach. It's the whole aesthetic, the whole music video is kind of giving like post-catastrophe, peaceful dystopia. Like all the bad things have happened, the world is destroyed, but everything's calm enough that people can just kind of chill. And I think that's a really weird approach. I don't know if that's what they were aiming for, or if that's just what this happened to turn out as. It's really weird, but it's really interesting. I don't think that's a concept that a lot of artists have done, and I also feel like it's kind of hard to pull off on purpose. I don't know why. It's just not, it doesn't seem like something that lends itself well to planning, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of filmed at like an abandoned factory or something, and that just happened to be the place where they could film, and it just happened that the music video turned out this way. So that's really interesting. If it's on purpose, they did a great job. If it's not on purpose, they still did a great job, and I don't think that's anything to be mad at, because this music video, among the ones I have reacted to up until now, does stand out positively. So probably good. I do think I have to call myself out real quick, because I have been complaining about shaky and unfocused camera work. But the thing is, here it works, because it is very much giving this feeling of friends hanging out and filming each other. And of course, it's blurry as shit in that case. So having that here actually isn't as distracting. For me, it's more a problem when you obviously have very high value production and they don't want you to see things. I also think in this case it works because it's mostly the same type of set. It's obviously like this abandoned building and the area around it, And because of that, the blurriness at this point in the video doesn't hurt it because we've already seen a lot of the areas, so we know what it looks like. In a lot of K-pop music videos, that often is a problem because it happens on sets that we haven't seen enough to actually commit them to memory or before we have processed them. So it's really difficult when everything is blurry and you don't know what anything looks like, and it's supposed to be a professionally filmed music video. Here, both the fact that we are in the same area as we were in the beginning of the music video and the fact that it's very much placed as friends filming each other helps a lot to make it make sense that nothing's very clear in that regard. Ooh, a bridge? Oh, okay, that's great. Okay, this is the final picture, so we're just gonna talk here. This is really good. I didn't expect it to be so good. I have to stop going into music videos with expectations. Every time I go in with expectations, I'm going to be disappointed. And every time I go in with just like, I'm just gonna watch, it turns out great. I don't know why. This is such a good music video. I think there's like a little bit of dissonance because I'm both, in my head, they are possibly a small group. I'm not into Thai artists or the industry over there at all, so I have no idea. And interestingly enough, I think in a lot of cases I would be like, it's not enough, they didn't do enough with like colors and variety, but they made a lot of good, they made a very good use of what they had. Because even like the outfits, I would say they are too plain and too simple, but because we are in this abandoned factory thingy, it turns out to work really well because it blends in with the overall aesthetic. This is really impressive, actually. And I like the song, which is like another thing I put a lot of weight on, if I like the song or not. And I like the song. I have to listen to it a little bit more and like look up the lyrics and stuff. But I think I would listen to this. Also, I'm now so curious because that's something that I didn't realize until the last dancing scene. Co-ed groups have a particular problem with choreographies. And I wonder, because from what we've seen here, even though it was the chorus, so that's a little bit iffy, but I wonder if they managed to ignore the problem, because it's a creative problem. It's not a problem that inherently follows co-ed groups, it's a problem created by choreographies made for co-ed groups, because they treat the male members and the female members differently. And they shouldn't do that, because a lot of the times it doesn't help the choreo at all. So I'm actually curious, if we get a dance practice, I might react to that. Just because I think I would like to see that. I think I would like to do like a little analysis on that. This is so interesting. Also, can I say, they're all so pretty. Their faces are so interesting. That's like a little thing I sometimes apply to some groups. It's if names, as we see up there listed on the top of the screen, if names are different enough and the faces are different enough, because it can help a lot for people to get into the groups. Because then it's easy to learn the names, learn the faces, learn the names that belong to the faces, and then you're basically into the group already and you can't get out. So on the surface, this is a very simple music video, but actually looking at it, it's really interesting and well done. And this also proves to me that you can make a good music video with simplicity. You don't need 10 sets, you don't need 10 stage outfits, you just need a good idea and a good execution of that idea. Honestly, that might be one of my favorite music videos this year because it is really good, it's really interesting. I will take more listens to the song on purpose. I will look at the lyrics because I do think most of them are in English, I'm assuming. I have a really hard time picking up the lyrics on my first listen, so I have no idea in which language they actually sang, but I'm going to look it up and I'm going to, if my thoughts change in any way, I will write it in the description. I'm really impressed. I'm really, really impressed. I didn't expect this. And I do want to remind everyone, the only reason why I decided to check them out is because one of the member stage names is Schnee. That's it. That was my only reason for it. I regret nothing. And I think that's all I have for today. So, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Drink tea. And with this, I release into the depths of the universe once again. See ya!